Hi there. Let's make this more fun. Also, the lighting is not the greatest. I don't want like a crazy filter, but I am a little washed out here. So let me see if I can help it out. Too much, too much. Ooh, blue. Yeah, nothing crazy. This is fine. Just a little bit more so you can see my face. Not great lighting in here. Anyways, hi. I'm not sure who's in here or not. This is one of these random ass live streams that I decided to do. It's Angie. What's up, girl? What's up? Um, so I thought that maybe we could talk about cancer season, which is freshly upon us. Doing homework. Nice, kind of. Sorry you're doing homework. I always used to love homework. Um, but that's just me. Oh, never mind. Nightmare nymph. Sorry, did I already offend you? Fine. So the concept around, which is my season, we just left Gemini season, which is my season. Hi, chilling on the balcony with my BF. Is that your best friend or your boyfriend? Which one? That's fun though. No, I asked if this was for the Witch's Moonbox. I was going to go live and do like a double whammy, but I really had so many chores that I needed to get done, and I decided to be a good girl and get it done, and now it's far too late for me to be invested in a double whammy, which is Moonbox Live, but it's coming probably tomorrow or the next day. Keep a lookout for a notification. Anyways, hi Linda, hi Isabel. There's already way more people here than I thought was gonna be for a random live stream. I'm drinking some tea. This is my second cup, and to be honest with you, it's not really a smart idea for me to be drinking another cup of caffeine because this is caffeinated black tea, but the taste of this tea is just so good. I don't want to drink any other tea. It's Stash's Breakfast in Paris, and it's like lavender vanilla, and it is so freaking good. Okay, so I really don't have anything planned. I just was doing some journaling and stuff around things I want to talk about on my channel and ideas of topics of conversations that I feel like I wish that there were videos on. And then I thought, well, why don't I just make some videos on it? And this concept around like the zodiac seasons is not new. Like it's been, the seasons of each zodiac sign has been since astrology started. But I think like the concept around talking about different zodiac seasons is fairly new from at least my perspective. I'm not really sure if you guys agree. Maybe it's just what I'm perceiving online. Like once you start noticing patterns or falling down certain rabbit holes, then it starts to be more like transparent. The first time I started noticing people saying things like it's Gemini season or it's Cancer season was on Instagram and actually through Jenna and Julian videos, Jenna Marbles and Julian Solomita. They're a couple and they're big YouTubers. If you don't know who they are, at least I'm sure everyone at least has seen a video or something of them, even if you don't really know who they are. They're some of my absolute favorite YouTubers, and Jenna's a Virgo and Julian is an Aries, and he's such an Aries. He's like a destructive, like very spontaneous, passionate kind of guy, and they make fun of it in their videos. And the fact that she's a Virgo, she like has a too much gene. She does things very orderly. She has a specific way of doing things. And so in their videos, they would joke when it would come around to Aries season that it was like Julian's time to shine and that it's Aries season, bitch, and they made jokes about it and all this stuff. And that's kind of like one of the first times I saw people embracing the zodiac season as like an overall energy or a focus that consciously we can connect to, other than just like here's where all the Cancer's birthdays lie, if that makes sense. And I'm just rambling of some of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this, but anyone can chime in with something if they want. Angie said, I have been watching Jenna Marvel since the Spider-Man picture in her backdrop. She's freaking hilarious. So I love her. Victoria says, I don't know who they are. I didn't even know witchy and Wicca videos were a thing until several months ago. That's awesome. They're funny. They're a different side of YouTube. They're not in the witchy community at all. In fact, um, they're very far from it, but they're vegans. They're just funny. They just are very funny. And I just have watched them forever. And when they started talking about their zodiac signs, I was like very, very interested in it. Anyways, that's kind of like where I first started people, other than like the actual like witchier or more self-aware community of astrology and tarot and witchcraft or paganism or whatever spirituality in general does have an overall focus on the astrological signs. But as of recently, it's been like even more apparent to me that this is a thing. And I love it. I think it's great because there's certain times of the year for these planetary energies for a reason. And it's different per where you're at in the world, how you connect to those certain things. But at least where I'm at in the northern hemisphere and in the middle of Cancer season, I connect to Cancer in this specific time very much as like community based in like family and friends that feel like family and doing activities with those people. A lot of stuff around the home. I notice that my focus switches a lot to my home and upkeeping my home and almost like nesting in my home during Cancer season. I very much feel a pull to kind of, I know this feels really weird, but like connect more with my dog, which it's not concerning what Cancer represents, which is the moon. It's a motherly sign. It's very intuitive and it's like has a very innate need to mother things or to nurture things. And not that I don't mother or nurture my dog throughout the rest of the year, but I know that there's this more want or need within me to do things with her that that would make her happy. I know that's maybe weird for people to think about, but collectively, this energy is there. And a lot of, for me, a lot of like back and forth through, I want to stay home and I want to get stuff done at the house and I want to have a bonfire at my house or I want to clean my house. Or like the other side of the coin is let's go out to somebody else's home for like a barbecue or let's all go, go to a park and kind of hang out together and spend time together or let's go camping with our very close friends or family. And sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments here. Hi, Missy. I wish you could meet some of the goddesses I know. You'll know when the retrogrades are. Mercury goes retro July 7th and all that good stuff. Your dog is your fur baby. Hi, Asha. Yes. And during this Cancer season, we have Mercury retrograde. And as a matter of fact, thanks for reminding me, Victoria. I actually just put my Mercury retrograde reading as active today on my website. I do it every Mercury retrograde and I do it available like a week or so before. So the pre-phase of Mercury retrograde and then a few days out of Mercury retrograde so that there's availability for, it's a discounted reading. I believe it's 6 cards, so it's cheaper than most any of my other readings. If you've ever wanted to get a reading from me before, but maybe you didn't feel comfortable with the price point of my readings, it's a nice way to get some focus and some energy during the Mercury retrograde time that may be a little bit more affordable for you. But that's only going to be available, I think I put it until July 10th. And so the different phases of Mercury retrograde, I will focus the reading on that. I know I'm getting super off topic, but I felt like I wanted to explain this anyways. But the Mercury retrograde reading in like the first third, like the pre-phase and then the first like week of it it's focusing more towards what to look out for or what to prepare yourself for or how to like focus your energies going into it. And then obviously during, it's where am I at? How is this going? And then if you purchase the reading closer to the end or the out phase of it, then it'll be a reflective type reading of like what happened, what was our lessons, how did we deal with them, what can we do better next time kind of thing. So don't be upset if you see this late and it's at the end of the Mercury retrograde. It's still a great reading. It's just the focus on it's going to be a little bit different. Anyways, Cancer personally for me is an energy that growing up I had a bit of like a love-hate relationship because of the people in my life who had Cancer energies. We just had a very difficult time together. When it was good, it was like really good, and when it was difficult, it was really, really toxic. And so I do love all the zodiac signs, but I feel like Cancer is one of those particularly for me that I have a bit of a hard time kind of connecting with. I know all the Cancers watching this or in the live stream is going to be like offended. Please don't be offended. I don't hate Cancer energy. I don't hate Cancers. It's just I think that, I'm connected to some a little bit more than others, and I have troubled past with Cancer energy. I might have to plug in my phone. Anyways, what are some things that you guys are looking forward to when it comes to the Cancer season? And where are you at in the world? What is going on weather-wise for you? Because for me in the Northern Hemisphere, Cancer season is very much supposed to be sun and the beginning of summer really here where I'm at. Nothing. It rains. I know, right? We've had so much freaking rain. My former best friend is a Cancer. It started out beautifully, but we were slightly stubborn as cardinal energy of the sign. Yeah, that's difficult when you have a little bit of like some roots that won't want to budge on either side. New York is just raining, 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 but I think it was the Sag moon. Yeah, I could not sleep during the Sag moon. Everyone said they got amazing sleep. I got shit for sleep. And I was like buzzing for 2 days. Although my sun is in the 9th house of Sagittarius, so it might have just really charged me up. It's been raining nonstop in Chicago. Yeah. Rain, hopefully for the next 4 days, and sun. Me too. No sleep whatsoever. I'm in Rockford area at Asha. Yeah, same here. Yeah, you guys are pretty close to each other, I think. It's just a lot. It's a lot of rain. But okay, so Cancer season as well for me. I feel like for my women's cycle, I have really, really up and down hormones. And I feel like leading up to my menstrual cycle during the Cancer season, I mean, it is a water sign. I feel like I am extra PMSy. I just PMSy. I'm extra like sensitive. And I really have to check that and make sure that like my diet is balanced and that I'm not taking and projecting that like hormone craze on other people. I don't know what all the other ladies out there feel like. And for the guys, for your lady friends or for your partners or for your family members, just be aware that the moon really, really does affect us on a daily basis, especially when we're in the sign that rules the moon. At least I found it that way. Maybe somebody else is not the same. So yeah. Oh, Angie, will you help me with did we get trolls? Oh, this tea is so good. So anyways, if you guys are interested in the Mercury retrograde reading, please check that out. I just the concept behind Cancer season and like people actually focusing on the seasons. Also what I said about hold on you guys. Let me get rid of some trolls here for a second. Hold on. I don't know how to do this. Okay. Sorry. It's hard for me to do this, especially on my phone. Okay, well, I don't know what I said, and the other person was being weird, so I'm sorry if they didn't mean to say something mean, and I'm just not able to translate it, but it was very distracting. Um, what do you guys associate with Cancer? How do you associate it with where you're at and what time it is, in like your calendar year weather-wise? And what are some things to look for in your own life? Um, because a lot of the times, like I said, it's like barbecues and campfires and camping where I'm at, and we have the 4th of July, which is very patriotic. It's very like family or community based in like a an ancestral way, which is something else that I really feel from Cancer is family and ancestors and culture and places in the world that you're at or that you connect to from like your roots. Um, and so like the all-American girl, it's very like Cancer energy or excuse me. And obviously, if you're not from America, it would be very cultural to your specific area. But music festivals is my thing. And also, Litha summer solstice is my reclaiming of my fiery psychic power, baby. I love that. I love that. Yeah, happy summer solstice, guys. I have a hard time celebrating um like Sabbats and things when I just don't feel like that's where I'm at in in the world because it does not feel like it right now. It still feels like the very beginning or the very ending of spring because we have had so much rain and maybe like 2 nice days. But yeah, happy Litha, happy summer solstice. I agree. Lately, I've been wanting to work with ancestral energies. I still need to change up my altar. So yeah, that's a good thing to talk about too. Like moving forward, if you don't know what to look forward, or maybe you don't understand Cancer energy, or maybe like the zodiac season isn't something that you focused on before. I've seen a lot of memes and I'm living for them on Instagram. I've been sharing some of them on my story, about just like when it was Gemini season and then when it was going into Cancer season and just really funny stuff on Instagram, but things that you can think about. Cancer is one of the food signs. It's all about cooking and food and providing and like a warm, good meal. And so some cool things to think about maybe trying out to connect to more or to maybe try out would be Eek, you're live and I'm able to see it. Cute. I'm more of a fall person. Summer's not really my season. I feel you, Missy, the exact same. But I think there's some really great things that we can look at for each of the zodiac signs to kind of connect to. And also, some people in the world, it might not be summer for them. Well, it's been nice because the Witch's Roots box this month was fiery themed, and we got Tiger's Eye and a really summer related items. Cute. Um, I am not gonna be able to be live unless I plug my phone in, guys. Um, Anyways, some of the things that you can think about going forward through the rest of Cancer season, like I said, food. Think about maybe try to think of some of the recipes that your mom used to make for you or a motherly role or figure if you didn't have a mother growing up. Some sort of a maternal energy used to make for you or something that felt very like comforting to you as a child, and maybe either look up a recipe to try and make that if you don't already know how to make it, or make it with the intention of connecting back to like your roots or your past. Or you could look into something connected to your ethnicity and try to make one of those dishes. Experiment, become like a kitchen witch, or really use it as a time to kind of create some food magic. Another thing is to maybe get some plants, talk to some plants, something to mother or your pet, find a new activity, or with your child, or if you're trying to have a child, whatever it is that you feel like you can care for or like mother, you could always think about coming up with some sort of activity or spending more time, maybe kind of setting a goal for maybe daily walks with your animal, or maybe spending less time looking at your phone with your child and like really making an attempt to kind of connect more, or go around and name all the plants in your house or tell them a story or something, focusing on, I know that's like real weird, but it's not at the same time. Think about an activity in which you feel like you could mother or care for something else that is got tangible life force. Man, my phone is really dying quick, y'all. What else? Cancer is really about feeling secure and safe, and they often, the energy often comes off very like protected and cold, or kind of snappy, or maybe got an attitude, but inside it's all that crab meat. It's real soft, it's really sensitive, y'all. But it's really intuitive. So do some things in which maybe you can do some actual ancestral work, pulling cards if you do tarot or oracle, or maybe some meditation where you ask to meet some of your ancestors. Maybe go through old photos if you can go through old photos. It's a lot of nostalgia, old memories. Maybe do some journaling on some memories that you can do as it come up with from your childhood. Maybe do an artistic project with your hands, create something with your hands that has to do with something from the past. It's a really great time to start into inner child work. So by the time we get to Leo season, you're all ready to go to have fun with the inner child. So yeah, I just feel like take this idea and this energy around the season of the zodiac that we're in, come up with ways in which you can embrace what's going on here. We're really, I feel like during the Cancer season, the new moon and the full moon are going to be even more important for us energetically if we do those rituals at that time, or even just in general, because we're in the sign that's ruled by the moon. So it's like double whammy, like moon craze. Yeah, I guess I just wanted to get on and talk about that. This might be fun to kind of do tea chats and talk about the sign that we're in. Just came out of Gemini, and I had a great time. I thought it was great. It was very sporadic. It was very like, you never know what you're gonna get one day to the next. I never knew how I was gonna be feeling. I never knew if I had money, if I didn't have money, if I was gonna be, staying at home all day, or if I was gonna be out and about. I went on spontaneous little trips. It was like some days I didn't want to talk to anybody. Some days I couldn't stop talking. It was very Gemini energy for me, and my birthday's obviously in that month, so it was just kind of all over the place, which is how I like it. So moving into a more watery but still stable-ish sign is gonna be is gonna be good. But yeah, I'm just trying to embrace really the positives of that sign and explore them a little more. So I guess if maybe it might be fun to do like a video afterwards to see, what kind of things I did connect to, or see how it happened to you guys, and maybe look forward to what's going on the next zodiac season. I think that this is fun. I only have 8% left battery, guys, and I really didn't want to make this live stream too long, just in case somebody actually wanted to watch it and not invest 2 hours of their time like my normal live streams. Gemini season for me felt really light, but like too light, where I felt I wasn't grounded. I guess I was just really floaty. I'm not used to that, but it was nice. Welcome to my world. Yeah, it's really important for me to ground. Like super, super important, and I feel you there for sure. Let's pull one tarot card and one oracle. Do I want to pull? Yeah, we'll pull from the color mage, and then we will pull from the shadowscapes for the Cancer season and see where else we can leave this for today. And let me know in the comments below, if you're watching the playback of this, how you relate to Cancer season. and what you're looking forward to, and what it's like where you're at during this time of year. Let's continue this down in the comments because I have a feeling people are going to have some interesting things to say about Cancer season. And take a look out for the memes on Instagram that I'm posting on my story. You can follow me at Cloud9 Studios. I've just been cracking up at some of these zodiac season memes. All right, here is our tarot card. Oh, all right. I'm pulling a Color Mage Oracle. Oh, it's gonna cut me off any second, y'all. Ooh, whites. Okay, all right. I'm getting, like, I didn't talk enough about spirit guides and our ancestors and the power that we can have with kind of stepping back. I got the Three of Wands, by the way, from the Tarotscapes. I mean, from the Shadowscapes. I'm going to wrap this up real quick, you guys, but thinking about this moving forward, this pure white to me just screamed spirit and finding your center. And I know that seems really woo-woo, but here we are. It's me. I see, like, for me, especially with my hormones and things and my levels feeling up and down, with the watery, emotional kind of crabby side of Cancer, that I need to make sure that I'm really looking at my options and I'm coming from a place when I'm making decisions of logic and also like just good intentions, and not coming from a place of just doing what I want to kind of self-soothe or to fall back into some of my like addictions that I have here. But what I'm seeing for everybody else is basically like, let's use this as a time to connect with the moon, to connect with our intuition, and to connect with spirit, whether it's your spirit guides, whether it's your ancestors. And if you don't know how to do that, I would say just take it real simple and back to the basics, and maybe just write a letter to somebody that you know who's crossed over. Keep it real simple. Or before you go to bed every night, ask yourself in your head or out loud, you know, who can come to me? What kind of spirit guide, what kind of ancestor wants to connect with me? I'm open to it, and I really want this sort of energy here. I know that in the last 6 months, I've kind of gotten really good at ignoring my spirit guides and my ancestors and kind of the energies that I use that are really pure white light. And I know that there's some different directions and options and should I stay or should I go moments in which if I would have just gotten still and really connected emotionally and intuitively to the moon and the energy that I have, which is just really pure knowing, that it might have been a little easier for me, you know, I'll admit that. So let's move forward. Let's really, especially when it comes to crossroads or like not knowing whether to go or to whether to stay or whether to make a move or wait it out, or am I mad or am I just, you know, kind of having a crabby moment. It's a good time for us to slow down and know that a lot of the difficulties come from just not listening to our inner voices, not listening to the energies that are pure light that are trying to guide us. Let's connect back to our roots, where we came from, and to the family members that we know that love and support us from the other side. Let's use Cancer season as a really great way to connect back to that. I love you all very much. My phone is literally going to die, so let me know in the comments below how you connect to that and what you're looking forward to. Love you guys very much, and I will at minimum see you guys on Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Witchy Book Club. I'll be announcing our book, what's going to happen, how I'm coming back, what to expect, the changes. We're going to be talking about books I've read, books you've read, books I'm looking forward to reading, and anything